start when we're ready and just have a clip of how these boats went off the start. And you can see that you've got China 2 and China 1 at the top of your picture, then Italy in lane 3, the British crew in lane 4, then Ukraine coming closest to us, and then the young Romanian pair of Budnea and Beres. And that was how they looked off the start. The British getting a decent lead in the first quarter of the race. So we're now joining the race as the race goes through.
And this time around, yeah, it's Italy 1. Who,
I think this is around about 1250 metres gone, Greg. Sorry, just to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, we can see 4.5 minutes there, and we just see they're coming up to a mark, and it's a good race with the Italy 1 boat out in front. The British hanging on to them, and it's the crew from Ukraine in lane 5, keeping it tight.
It's a new Italian pair in the sense that they rode in the Rio. Greg finished 11th, but we haven't seen them at the World Championships in Sarasota. We saw the other Italian pair. So, you know, this is a head-to-head race, isn't it, for competition between these two Italians. And they're looking good. They're patient at the front end, aren't they? And they really do get a nice shove on through the middle of the boat, those bodies opening out with the hips.
Yeah, and the boat looks quite big in the water, actually, but it just continues moving along, as you say, that white boat of the Italians sitting out in front.
The two Brits were in 4th place, just missed a medal in the race in Serbia, the World Cup 1, which was won by that great Canadian pair, Katie Filmer and Hilary Janssens, now doing speed order races back in Canada. If you're watching us, I hope you're doing very well. But it does look like the 1, 2, 3 are pretty set, Greg.
That's right, you can see the 3 on the picture there. We just see the Romanians just started creeping into our picture there, but it's a big gap, about 6 seconds, so it's a couple of boat lengths that they need to close up if they're to get into the mix for the final tomorrow. But these crews still going flat out for the line as they're in the last 500 with the Italians, the British pair overlapping them. And then we're going to see the Ukrainian crew creeping into the picture, also overlapping the British, and they're the ones who are going to keep pushing the pace on and allowing no one to settle as they come in towards the line.
They are so experienced, the Ukrainians. You've got Anna Kontsova in the stroke seat, 34 years of age, 30 years of age, the bowwoman Oskana Golub. And actually, when you look at the Italian pair, funnily enough, Sara Bertolozzi, 30 years of age herself. So compared to the sort of age of the pairs we saw in the first heat, these are the older women, aren't they, Greg?
Yeah, that's right, but it's the young British pair, actually, who are stepping it on in the final throws for this race. They've got a boat speed higher than anyone else, as we see in the bottom right there, 16.5 metres per second.
Yeah, they do row long. I mean, they really do hang on the catch, don't they? Keep that body angle, and then they really open out to a long lean back.
Yeah, they're making it clear they really want this race. The Italians in two minds almost whether to respond to this British charge. I think the Italians responding to it now as we come in. We've got about, I would say, about 5 strokes left before they get to the finish line. I think the British look like they might just be showing ahead as they pass our commentary position here with just a couple of strokes to go to the line. So it is a win and perhaps a bit of confidence for the British pair just coming through the Italians, with the Ukrainians clearly in 3rd, and the Romanians coming through. And we've got the 2 pairs from China at the top of the picture. Probably closely watched by Sir Steve Redgrave, who I saw this morning in his China tracksuit.
Yeah, he looked good, actually. The white suits him, I think.
Yeah, I think it does, yeah, as he starts to figure out his new job that he's going to be taking on.
So these two win this heat in 7:12. I think for them it's going to be interesting. That time's 2 seconds quicker than the British pair that finished 2nd in the heat with the New Zealanders, Greg.
So we can see we're going to have some close racing tomorrow in the final. We'll have the New Zealanders likely to want to dominate it, but we'll have 2 Italian pairs and 2 British pairs racing out to see who's the fastest pair in their country.
So there's the Brits in the middle of the race. The former Oxford University Boat Club captain Anastasia Molochiti, furthest away from you with the pink hairband, and 30 years of age. Sorry, 28. I'll do the former Cardiff University students, Rebecca Girling, from Multi Boat Club, in fact, our club, Greg. Just really going through the gears to head their bows against the Italians. So there's the lake, and we can tell you that already the men's pairs first semi-final has started. And we're just going to see the race results. Merlot Jitting Girling just 0.6 ahead of the Italians.